If we want people to change, then we should not present them with like something that seems very difficult. There's a lot more people who could be joining this movement than just the ones who are entirely vegan. And it's not the monopoly of vegans to help animals. Everybody can help animals. I'm Tobias Leenaert and I am from Belgium. I have written a book called How to Create a Vegan World, which has been translated into 11 languages. I give talks, I write, I am a consultant, and I generally try to make the world a better place for animals. I was not born a vegan, no. I became vegan when I was about 22. It's about 25 years ago now. Yeah, we always had animals at home, like cats and dogs, and also chickens that we ate ourselves. We raised and ate. And I realized around maybe 10 or 12 that I did not want to eat animals because I could not see the difference between our dog and the cows across the street in the meadow. And so I said to myself, okay, I actually have to become a vegetarian. But I really loved meat. I mean, there's people like who are from their childhood, they're like trying not to eat meat and they have to because their parents tell them to. With meat was like really me and my brother were fighting to get the biggest piece of steak. You could say that somebody who eats meat can't love animals, but I definitely felt that I did both. I really loved animals and I loved meat, so yeah. My parents told me, yeah, it's not that bad and the animals don't suffer and the animals have been bred for that purpose, so don't worry about it. The parents just want to pacify the children when they start asking questions about these things. And it's only with vegetarian parents or with really honest parents that they will not be brainwashed, I think, in that way. Later at university, when I met some vegetarians and when I then read Animal Liberation, that I slowly but surely changed first, almost vegetarian, then pescatarian, and then vegan later. The first time I did it actually was through a bet with a friend who promised me like 25 euros if I could do it for a month, and that's what I did. And after that, I continued to do it. I didn't want to stop it, except for eating spaghetti bolognese, which was unavoidable as a student. Yeah, so I ate that now and then, and except for that, and fish. Things changed much later when I had one friend who actually talked to me about being a vegetarian, basically, and then also invited me to a demonstration by an animal rights organization. And I think then I participated, and then I was sort of committed. To me, it always felt like this is so important and there's so much suffering that, yeah, that I want to really do something about it. And I wrote my master's thesis on this topic. And then I went to, after graduating, I went straight to the US to do internships in animal rights organizations for 6 months. And there I only knew vegans. I was completely in a vegan bubble. And when I got back to the real world in my country, in Belgium, I wanted to have that bubble too, and I started an organization. We realized that with a Go Vegan message, we would only reach a small amount of people. So back then we developed a campaign similar to Meatless Monday to reach a lot more people, and that did happen. I mean, we reached a lot of people with a reduction message. I think we need both a Go Vegan message and a reduction message, and we can see what fits best or what we think fits best with a specific audience. But there's reasons to think that a reduction message will work better because, I mean, the easier ask, the easier it is for people to follow up. If we want people to change, then we should not present them with like something that seems very difficult. And we may think that going vegan is not difficult, and perhaps it wasn't difficult for us, maybe it was, but it was not that you had to practice veganism, but you had to agree with like, this is the way we want to go. And there's many more people who agree with the direction we want to go than that they can already do it themselves. I think that those people would be swayed, for instance, by if we ever get a law that we have to limit meat or whatever. They might be agreeing because we would do it all together then. if you put all the people who are reducing together, they have an impact on saving animals as well, on reducing animal suffering as well. Many reducers are important because that way, that's the best way to increase demand for vegan products, for plant-based products. So even if you eat them only now and then, it becomes interesting for companies because of that big demand to produce them and to produce good quality products. There's a lot more people who could be joining this movement than just the ones who are entirely vegan. And it's not the monopoly of vegans to help animals. Everybody can help animals.